Alright, so this is a quick save video. I purchased some base pads from iCarus directly. No issues with that. They fit, they work perfectly as they should. Slides right in, locks in, good to go. Now the issue that I ran into with this iCarus Evo frame was when I purchased a base pad from someone locally. They look just like they said it was, that it was going to be for the frame that I purchased, or the module. Turns out this one is for the macro. It's hard to tell, especially when you don't have another one side by side, but the macro is just a little bit taller right there. I'm not sure if the camera picks it up, but this one's just slightly larger. And the main thing here is this sides. It actually sticks out, like curved out more. This is more of a flush, kind of perfectly vertical little bevel that it's got there across the very top. But I didn't want to get rid of this because it's still, you know, I already paid for it, paid like $30 or $35 for it locally. The person said again it was for my gun. Obviously it wasn't. I didn't find out till I get home, put the magazine on it, go ahead and try it out. But he probably didn't know, or I don't know, I have no idea. Doesn't matter. In either case, I have it. So to fix it, good old trusty Dremel. I mean, you can't mess it up any more than what it already is, so that's fine. What I did was just go ahead and take off that little edge that kind of, like I said, sticks out, like almost like a little wing. You can kind of see it there against my hand, but all I had to do was remove that just a hair. Just kind of kept going and trying it out. What it was doing is, I measured it and everything. I looked at it. It was hitting the side, right on the inside, just enough. And I never slammed it in there because I don't want to ruin the finish on the gun just trying something I already know doesn't work. So I shaved that down, clicks right in, works just fine now. And to eliminate the way that it looks, you know, because I obviously took off the finish on it, I'm just using the same thing I always use on my black aluminum guns, is Alumina Black. So all I'm doing is just getting someone a toothpick, or not a toothpick, a Q-tip. I guess a toothpick would work, it'd just be harder. And just rub it on. And that's it. You keep applying coats on it, get it as dark as you'd like. Now the camera's giving this a shine, but in person, it's perfect. I'd never be able to tell that this ever had that removed. You just can't. It looks as neat as the bottom side as the rest of the actual base plate. So if you happen to order these in error and you're having problems getting it returned, or you don't want to just spend the money or the time to get it returned, you can do that. As you could see, there wasn't very much that I took off. I didn't have to mess with any of the side of the base plate or the top or anything like that. All I had to do was take off just some of that little lip that it has there. And you'll know which one it is. It's the sharper outer one on the macro. And that's it. Save yourself a little bit of aggravation of having to ship something in and deal with it on your own. So that'll give me another magazine that I can use. I did have that in there without the base plate. I had the original little plate on it. All it did was give me a flush sitting gun. It looked like this. You really couldn't tell there was anything in there, except for the very bottom of the base plate kind of sticking out there. But I figured it'd give me just a slightly more flush look. But the overall size of this gun, when I have it concealed, that little extra doesn't do anything. So it wasn't making a difference. It's not a large gun to begin with. So it's just something, again, if you do run into that, order the wrong ones, just don't want to deal with it. That's a quick fix for that. And as you can see here, I'm just rubbing some of this Alumina Black on it. I've already kind of wiped it down and cleaned it a minute ago. Yeah, I know the camera's shaking a little bit, but I have it on my desk. But that's pretty much it. I'll keep adding a couple more coats. And as you can see, the only thing you really see right now is the shine from the actual liquid, because in person I can hardly see that anymore. And as I do a few more applications, it'll be as dark as this one is. All right, so that's it. Just want to share that with you guys.